want to dive into this whole thing, then we'll get talking to our main discussion points tonight. But the first person I want to dive into that also, again, we lost not too long ago, right before the Golden Globes, is Lisa Marie Presley. So
Right
Lisa Marie,
after the Golden Globes, babe.
oh yeah, what did I say before? Right after,
Yeah.
right after. Yeah, she passed away right after. And Lisa Marie, of course, was the daughter of rock legend Elvis Presley. We just had the Elvis Presley movie come out. We've been talking about in the show. Well, Austin Butler up for the Oscar, and she showed up for the Golden Globes, and they were saying though that she's, in her past she's battled with opiates, she's battled with alcohol, she's battled with weight loss pills. Apparently, she was just taking a lot of those weight loss pills, alcohol, gone into rehab 5 or 6 times for cocaine abuse, alcohol, opiates. It's been an ongoing thing. Well, apparently she started taking a lot right before the Golden Globes because she wanted to lose weight, wanted to look good for this event. And they were saying she looked really bad at the event. A lot of people were commenting about it. And then not too long afterwards, we lost her. It's a very sad thing. And it's, again, like I said, her father, Elvis Presley, died of drugs. It's just one of those things that it kind of trickles down to her, and it's unfortunate, and it makes you wonder, like, is his influence influenced her? Is it the loss of her life or of his life and the people around her that's caused this? Chris, I want to go to you right now and talk about Lisa Marie and Elvis. Were you a big Elvis fan? And do you think that like something like opiates is something that could cause someone to go downhill and eventually down the rabbit hole to lose himself to the point where there's no return?
Um, I wasn't a big Elvis fan. I mean, I knew he was Elvis. I didn't listen to his music and like just turn it on. But he was the biggest. Like that was Elvis.
Yeah, he's a man.
Was I alive when he died? When?
What?
I don't know.
When he
I don't know
died?
who you are.
Die. Yeah.
I don't know what year he died. I feel like you were probably
Okay.
alive.
I think wasn't it the early 80s?
I really don't know what year he died. Let me look it up. When did Elvis die?
No, you don't have to do that.
Too late.
1977, August 16th, 1977.
Whatever, Brian. You were not alive, Chris.
Yeah, we're not alive.
I was not alive. No, but I heard of Elvis, but I didn't play his music. But
not a big fan of Blue Christmas or anything.
Actually, no, I like that song. I think I like that song.
Chris likes any Christmas music, by the way. Everyone should know.
I know
that.
that's why I threw
I
that
do. You throw anything Christmas at me, and I'm like, okay, I'll take it. But Lisa Marie, that one kind of surprised me. I thought she had her shit together.
Yeah.
And when I heard it was the opioids, that kind of hits close to home. I'm not gonna,
a lot of people struggle with it. A lot of people do.
These are
It's
the
very
type of
unfortunate.
people that can get any amount of drugs, especially like Lisa Marie, and it's sad and it takes you down, and it will.
I know, especially a big celebration like this of her father just happened. The fact that you hear that she's taking all these weight loss pills and she's still affected about being out in the world, which she shouldn't have been. Just go out there and celebrate your father.
She had to be held up, like she was being held up. She looked horrible. Someone should. I mean, I.
And what do you do? But no one's there for her. It seems like
someone should have stepped in, and I think people knew what was going on.
Yeah,
I do know that. No, I don't know that for a fact, but I think.
But they must have. Somebody must have known.
Someone had to have known. And when you go to an award show like that, not even an award show, when you can see the person like anywhere. That's a sign.
Yeah,
that things are not good, and I feel horrible for
The whole
her
family
kids.
probably. Yeah.
I just feel horrible.
And it's like, now it's like one less like contact to Elvis, and you think that at her age she would be fine, she would live a lot longer. She said in her interview before that she thought she'd be dead a long time ago from all the substance abuse, which is like, it's hard, takes a toll on your body. So maybe she was clean for a while and then she dove in. And I mean, this is still speculation. The official toxicology hasn't come back yet. So who knows if this is actually what caused it, but it could, I mean, it takes an effect on your heart. The body's been beat down right through the years. So maybe it is the end all be all answer to what happened. Sabrina, you hear about this. What do you think? Do you think it was what people are saying? Could it be the weight loss drugs, the opioids, or do you think that it's just like, it's just an unfortunate thing that came out of nowhere?
No, I mean, I don't think it came out of nowhere. Diet pills generally speed up your heart rate. If you are over, taking more than you should of opiates, that also puts a lot of stress on your heart. All prescription medicine is prescribed in doses for a reason, but when you take things regularly, you begin to have a tolerance for them. And so instead of taking one, then you take two. And instead of taking two, you take three to get the desired effect. And at some point, your body just can't handle it. Now, I'm not saying that's what happened to her, but that is, a medical fact. She struggled with addiction her whole life. She got clean when she was a teenager. She was a mess. They went to the Church of Scientology, I believe, to clean up. And then she was clean for years until she married Michael Jackson. He was also addicted to opiates and barbiturates and all that shit. So then I guess she started using again, cleaned up again. She said I don't know if it was her book, I think, that in 2008, she was prescribed opiates again after the birth of her daughters. And so she started taking them and became addicted again. And then she started using cocaine and alcohol, and she was mixing the pills and alcohol when she was getting divorced, and it got really bad. Yeah. And I believe then she cleaned up again. And so maybe because of the criticism, she started with the diet pills and started, taking the painkillers again. I don't know. But even the diet pills, if your heart is not healthy, just like it speeds you up, and it, makes your metabolism move quicker. It puts stress on your heart. That could have been it alone. I don't know, but it's awful. Her father died same way, overdose. Michael Jackson died same way, overdose of medication. It's a really dangerous thing.
Whitney, Amy.
Well, I mean, overdose of prescription medication.
And that's the sad thing too. It's like, it's supposed to be a big celebration of her father's life, his career, the legend of Elvis Presley. Big review. Everyone's loving it. And then all of a sudden this happens. And it's fortunate that she was there for the Golden Globe win and that she got to see Austin.
I don't know. I don't know that she was there. She could barely stand and formulate a sentence.
And if you saw her,
it's insane.
If you watched her in interviews, she seemed like she was really just not all there, at all. And it's just really glassed over. Like Sabrina was saying, she was very sad because it's like one of those things. It's like, it's supposed to be a celebration. And now it's just, we're mourning the loss of another legend's daughter, another legend's kid, someone related to, rock and roll music. And now more loss.
And her son also committed suicide a couple years ago. And that hit her very, very, very hard.
Yeah, it's just really sad. And it's like one of those things that there's no rhyme or reason. There's nothing you can really say about it. You just know that you got to put a word out there so people know that if you have problems, seek out help and get help, because people will be there for you if you ask for it. And that's the thing. People will be. And unfortunately, she went down that rabbit hole, and now there's a big loss in her family, even more so. And it's unfortunate it goes down the same way that happened to her father.